Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Jackie Fish and welcome to Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlord. In today's video, I thought it would be really exciting to dive in and basically take a look at my brand new Let's Play. This is obviously not the start of a brand new Let's Play. That will be starting over on Friday with an hour-long episode followed by a stream on the Saturday. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel and tuned in because this is going to be truly epic. So that campaign is going to be called Life of a Crusader, and as I was saying, I think it would be fun to dive in and basically take a look a little bit about what we're going to be using, some of the additions that you'll be finding in this brand new campaign, because a lot of work has been put into it. Ramsey, one of the amazing modders who works in Trials of the Seven, along with the Star Wars mod, and a few other projects which I'll talk about in my main series when that starts, has gone ahead and poured his heart and his blood, sweat, and tears into this campaign, creating us our very own faction. We now have a Crusader faction within Calradia Expanded Kingdoms, and we're going to be obviously doing Life of a Crusader. We're going to be joining up with the Crusader faction that has now spawned. Down here, this is our very own custom one. We have custom troops, which we'll take a look at in a moment. There are several mods on that maybe we didn't use in Life of a Legionary, one of them being Scum and Villainy, so we have really cool bandit squads going around, and they're very scary. It's not just like looters. These are heavily armored, trained bandits. Some of the party sizes range to all the way up to like 400 elite men, so things are going to be crazy. But I'll get into more of that stuff when we actually dive into the campaign, and I also will probably be testing this campaign tomorrow in a live stream as well, just to make sure there's no crazy crashes. So as you can see, we have our own custom faction here. Obviously, we have Calradia Expanded Kingdoms on. One of the mods I always recommend using. It's going to be pretty goddamn spectacular. So you obviously have all these different broken up factions, and then our custom one down here in the south. As well as that, we also have our own channel members as lords and ladies in the campaign. So everybody who is a king level member or a lord level member has found their way into this campaign. However, all the other members will get a chance to get companions as we rise people through the ranks, which will be very exciting. So we have obviously Guthook the Zealous leading our faction. As I said as well, there are tons of custom armors. Entire custom troop tree is spectacular. So we have Guthook leading our Crusader faction, but there are still plenty of other lords and ladies around. You'll see a few of them here kind of scattered around. We obviously have Knights Hospitaller as well, led by Nicholas, even though he's in the Crusader armor. I'm pretty sure it's random. I think maybe the Annoying is in. No, yeah, there's a handful of like different armors that we have implemented into the game. Yeah, there you go. But I think it's like assigned to them randomly, which is very cool. So not only that, we obviously also have custom units over here as well. So if I go ahead and go to recruit, and you can see, so I made all these units in the custom troop mod, and then I gave the XML file to Ramsey when he imported them into the game for us. However, these aren't as simple as they look. There are about 3 to 4 variants on the majority of the units, so we'll dive into a battle. I'll just join a lord and go to battle with them. And as you'll be able to see, a lot of these units are very much customizable. So some will have swords, some will have axes. There'll be different like chest pieces, different helmets. I really tried to make as much variation as I could in the units. So as we go further up, then we start to get like a little bit more meaty of the units. And then these are going to be really good. Our Elite Crusader Veteran Infantry. There's so many different variants on these guys that they actually look absolutely epic. So it'll be very exciting to see some of these guys as well. Our Knights are extremely elite as well, so they'll be able to get really stuck in. You can see a few more of them, and we obviously have our Crusader Archers as well. It does seem like I'm actually missing an armor mob, but I can go ahead and grab that. That's absolutely fine. Yeah, so you can see our entire custom troop tree looking absolutely spectacular. Very nice indeed, just very medieval. Then we also have as well, if we find the Crusaders in this list, we also have our own veteran as well. So we have this kind of noble troop tree as well, which goes up. And you can see the differences in the horses as well, having their own armor. And then obviously you see our elite units right here. Very scary indeed. So they're going to be our noble troops as well. So that's that setup. So let's go ahead and just join. We're obviously going to be using Freelancer in this campaign. Let's just go ahead and join Annoying Player, who is one of our glorious members. And I'll go ahead and just jump into a battle so you guys can see all the units and all that glorious unit like stuff when we dive into battle. Because the troops are going to be where the majority of the fun will be had. Okay guys, so we have now found ourselves in a battle, which is the perfect time to show off all of our troops and all the different variations of said troops. We are in an army, and I believe the Lord of the Crusaders did also get some mercenaries in, so that's why you're going to see a few random units. Like these units aren't mine whatsoever, but we can take a look at all the other ones that are. So the ones I've created right here, you get a nice little glimpse there at some of our mid-tier infantry, all the medieval looking soldiers. You can obviously tell as well with the types of weapons they have on their back. So I believe these are going to be our basic spearmen and our basic infantry. Nothing too crazy. I didn't want to make some super OP roster. However, I think my late tier units are very, very scary actually. So yeah, we just have some basic tier kind of spearmen here. These are like the mid tier guys, nothing special. But as you'll see, they will be equipped with different swords and axes and maces. So I really wanted to try and get as much variation in the weaponry as I could. You'll also notice as well that a handful of them will have different helmets. I gave them about 2 to 3 different helmets each. So you'll see that again. You can see his helmet is very different to this guy's helmet. So yeah, we have spearmen, we have axemen and sword infantry, we have some again, you can see like different armor right there. These are going to be our tier 4 infantry, so you can see that they're actually pretty decent. They've got some decent overcoat, they have a bigger shield, they have axes, decent kind of footwear and gloves, and obviously that helmet is pretty elite. And then over here you have our most elite heavy infantry. Again, there are about 9 variations of these heavy infantry that you guys will see. They actually also don't have any feet. I think I must be missing an armor pack somewhere, which I'll obviously just look for. But as you can see there, obviously, it's heavily elite gloves. I really love actually the hands. All right, they're very good helmets, obviously big chest piece, and these guys are going to be ready for battle indeed. So really, really elite. You can obviously see some more of our other tiers back here as well. Looking really, really nice, holding that flag up really deep. So again, you can just see more variations as we kind of scatter on down the battle line, whether it's with shields, weaponry, or armor. And again, these are going to be our basic, just really, really simple infantry. The peasants, which will level up very quickly, indeed. So then, as we go further back, we do also have the archers as well. We have several variants of archers. I believe these guys right here are going to be our tier 4s. Then we also have some lower tiers as well, kind of scattered throughout this armor. And then I believe our elite infantry are all the way at the back. Actually, maybe there you go. There's our elite infantry right there. This dude is caked in armor, and he also has a massive great sword on his back. So yeah, these guys are serious. They'll do really just amazing damage. Then we also have some cavalry as well. So our cavalry are going to be, I think this was a good point, yeah. So we have, it's obviously several variants of the cavalry. We have the kind of General Knights Templar, look at them. Then we have the normal tier 5 cavalry that our faction just gets, and then we also have the noble troop line as well, which again will be a lot more crusadery. You can see they're huge lances on their back that are going to be leading into battle, all the different types of different custom helmets and armor. As I said, I really try to kind of give them as many different variations as I could. So you can see that guy has a patterned overcoat, that guy has plate armor, that guy has a different pattern overcoat. I really try to make it as kind of varied as possible, so we do look like a proper army. You can also see some of my mid-tier cavalry as well. These are the first cavalry units we get access to with that cool ass shield, swords. They obviously also have some spears as well. But yeah, again, you can see even in these guys, they have different variations in their armor. Again, another unit of cavalry right here, again, looking very different. Again, loads of different helmets scattered throughout. So let's just fight this battle. Let's see what my Crusaders are made of. I haven't actually fought a battle with the Crusaders quite yet. You can also see as well, we are just a simple levy as well. We have pretty much nothing of value in this. But yeah, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to kind of give us this kind of spear variant, just like a pike, and then we obviously have shields to protect us. But yeah, I really wanted our low tier infantry just be kind of like swords and pikes. I mean, honestly, I probably should have given them like a side hand weapon, but I mean, this is fine. I'm sure in battle we'll be doing okay, and I doubt that we'll get many of these guys. I mean, actually, some of these guys do have weapons. That guy has a sword, so I wonder why I don't have a sword. I've just been equipped with this spear, but I'm assuming that's fine. But yeah, I mean, they look really, really good. I'm very happy with how they all turned out. I mean, yeah, especially like these shields as well, just all moving up. Definitely gonna be very cool when we have a proper army, especially I think when we fight a big old field battle and we just have like hundreds of cavalry, because that's going to be kind of the end goal of this campaign. Obviously, when we eventually overthrow Guthook and take over the Crusader faction, I really, really, really want to go ahead and, yeah, just kind of have an entire army of just heavily armored knights, lances to boot. I think it'd be very, very exciting indeed. I mean, so far, our militia are getting absolutely eaten up. Yeah, but it's for Crusaders, I guess, because they have that kind of big old spear and don't have access to that sword. That's kind of, I guess, hurting them quite a bit. Let's also just speed things up as well with RTS camera so we can get these ladders up and rolling. But yeah, so far, it does seem like the Crusaders are very much struggling. Already down, that's fine. We can actually just watch the battle now. It's actually kind of better that we are down. So we can really zoom in and watch this battle to its fullest extent. As we continue to move up. I mean, obviously in any siege, we're going to be taking heavy casualties. But as soon as this battering ram gets up and the men finally push up the battering ram, we will be fine. So let's just speed that up a little bit as well so we can zoom in. You can see the men pushing up the battering ram. I mean, obviously, as soon as we get on the walls, that's going to be the real strength. Obviously, siege is always going to be brutal. You can really get a nice little glimpse of our Crusader warriors as they continue to push up. Just nice to get a nice little overview as well as we are no longer involved in the battle. That gate will hopefully go down. The ladders are now pushed up as well, so the infantry should be pouring up. And I mean, that's when we're going to really start to see this faction come in. Because again, we have okay archers, but our archers aren't really strong enough. Again, our kind of weakness of our faction is definitely our low tier units. I think our high tiers are really good. But it's where it's our low tiers where we definitely do struggle. So over on this side as well, you can see the men pushing through the gate. Have we broken through the gatehouse? Yeah, we have. Nice. So you can really start to see the Crusaders in all their glory. Yeah, just pushing in all them shields of Christendom. Making it. However, the Roddics are putting up a pretty good fight as well. The Valandia is not going down too effectively. How are we doing on the walls? Have we cleared out the wall yet? Yeah, the banners are still being brought up, and here we go, one of the heavier knight guys. With his, has he got a warhammer? No, he's got an axe, yeah. But going down, oh my god. Yeah, we are struggling right now to break these guys. Their defenses are holding firm. More reinforcements have finally come in, and we're going to definitely need it. We are definitely struggling to, break this initial breach. Obviously, our reinforcements have arrived, so hundreds more men are now arriving to try their best to reinforce. Does seem like the gatehouse, though, is very much about to break. They don't really have many men left at the gatehouse, which is obviously perfect for us. And yeah, the strength of our higher tier units really going. I mean, look at that guy right there. Let's just pause it. Zoom in. Take a look at this soldier right here. I mean, look at that. That is pretty spectacular right there. Looking absolutely amazing. I really just need to sort out the feet. Again, I must be missing an armor pack somewhere. Once we sort out that feet armor, you'll be able to see these guys in all that honor and glory, looking absolutely amazing. I mean, yeah, it's going to be such a spectacular campaign, especially with all the other mods we have on as well. It's going to be really good indeed. Able to take down a decent portion. And again, even our basic militia infantry that do just have that spear, I mean, many of them do have swords and axes as well. For those of them who do just have that pike, I don't think it's the end of the world either, because I think for the most part, in a field battle, that'll still be very useful. And obviously, we'll be able to level up our units very quickly as our Knights Templar charge down at the enemy, breaking through this position. It's trying their best to take the wall. Clearing out the crossbows. Nice spear also helping out with our pikes. The flags are breaking their way inside the settlement now as well, yeah. So, I mean, a pretty bloody battle, honestly. If we take a look at it, how many soldiers did the Crusader... I mean, they did lose a lot of soldiers, but I feel like that's pretty reasonable, you know? The Crusaders lost about 400 men in this siege against 400 defenders. I think that's absolutely fair. If I'm being completely honest. Definitely respect that. But yeah, that's going to be the battle. So yeah, I mean, overall, really liking this new faction. Cannot wait to go ahead and start this campaign. I'll probably be testing this entire stuff out and kind of going through a bit more of my mods because I have so many more mods on. Like I have Diplomacy, I have a really cool battle map pack on, which will make field battles really exciting. I have Scum and Villainy, like I mentioned earlier, with all the different new bandits in. I have a few battle mods that I'm going to be testing out probably tomorrow and seeing if they are good or not. We have obviously a freelancer on so we can join up and be a part of a crusading army. We have obviously all our new custom lords, our custom units. There's Yes, and there's actually a ton more mods as well on the list. Distinguished service, so I can go ahead and rise up people who do well in battle, make them companions, name them after you guys who watch the live streams. You know, I have so much stuff in, and I can't wait to go ahead and bring you guys this campaign. So if you guys are looking forward to this campaign, make sure you do go ahead and drop a like and a comment down below. Let me know exactly what you guys want to be seeing when this campaign does have a start. If you have any good ideas on maybe what we should specialize in, whether it is blacksmithing, trading, or we should just be a soldier, again, let me know, and I'd be happy to go ahead and dive in and, yeah, truly take a look at that, because I think it'd be really, really fun. And I'll see you guys in the next one.